WZR Radio starts now. You can call into the show at 724-444-7444 using call ID 30273#. Here's your host, Ryan Clark and Jose Rivera.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the July 7th, Tuesday, July 7th edition of WZR Radio. I'm Ryan Clark. Jose Rivera is on the other end of this line. Jose, what's crack-a-lackin', buddy?
What it be? A beautiful rainy day here in Stanford. No softball.
Well, yeah. See, that's what I was just gonna say, man. We all know what that means when it rains over in Stanford. No softball for you. I know you had a game tonight at 6:00 that got canceled, right?
Yeah. I mean, we were gonna go against a team that was like 6-1. So I didn't think we were gonna be on the field before or after 7:00. But regardless, it rained, it poured. And I'm here live.
Dude, I'll tell you what, before we came on the air here about about an hour ago, maybe 2 hours ago, I sent you that link to the radar map out of Albany, New York up here, and man, it was brutal there for a second. Heavy rain, lots of wind, thunder, cracks, the whole shebang. We had it a couple hours ago, about an hour ago, and I think we're supposed to get it again here in the next hour or two. I don't think we're done yet, so it could get interesting. And another reason why it could get interesting, two more reasons why it could get interesting is number one, I'm producing again, which means I have to take live phone calls and do the chat thing
and many trades.
Yeah. This producing thing is awful tough on a weekly basis, but nonetheless,
you're the Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, the Kevin Dunn of WZR Radio for sure. We used to have JMK that did that, but he's been unable to do it here in the last 2 weeks. So I'm doing it, and we'll get through it. And then the second reason is we got a 3-hour show tonight. We're going to be here from 7 to 9. Our usual 7 to 9 time slot. We're going to talk WWE and TNA. Not a lot to talk about, man. We had the 4th of July, and then we had the double tapings last week. So there's not much. I mean, we had the big injury to Edge, and then Monday Night Raw, which was a tape show last night. So we're going to run that down, and whatever else, man. Whatever else we want to talk about. How was 4th of July?
4th of July was relaxing. I did that, your normal barbecue. We went to a beach. A bunch of us went to a beach off of the Greenwich, Connecticut coast. Didn't see Vince. Kind of hoping to see somebody out there, but unfortunately it's not. You take a ferry and they take you to this island, seclusive. I mean, it's really, really nice. It was packed and now nice and dark.
Now, how far away is Greenwich from Stanford? Is that close or?
Oh, we're the next town over. Greenwich is the first city or town in Connecticut when you're coming from New York State, and then it's Greenwich, Stanford, then it kind of goes up from there.
And Greenwich, I mean, not just because the McMahons live there, but that's like a high class community.
Judge Judy lives there. I mean, it's one of the, Greenwich Avenue, at least at one time, was the most expensive, avenue, at least, in the United States. And Fairfield County itself is still kind of, the average income is like $110,000. I would like to see that. I can't confirm that, unfortunately, but according to the reports, they stated that Fairfield County was kind of up there with that.
Wow, $110,000 a year would be fairly nice for at least me, I don't make anywhere close to that, so I can dream about it all I want. It'll never happen, you know what I mean? So,
but you know what they say, sometimes dreams do come true.
Sometimes. When that day comes, you let me know, or I'll let you know.
It's true. It's damn true.
Right.
How was yours? What now with you?
We had a barbecue up at my buddy Dave's house. We barbecued on Saturday afternoon, and then we went downtown to the Albany fireworks show. It was good stuff, man. It went on for about an hour. You know, just a fireworks show. Drank a couple beers, and that was a wrap. You know what I mean? That was Saturday night, and then Sunday was just a quiet day. You know, it rains here on a daily basis. I mean, it starts out good, and then in the afternoon we get blasted with these storms, and it seems like it happens every single day. Yeah, I mean, there's
you know what you experienced that is when I went to Puerto Rico for about 20 days. It happened just that way. You know, you have that Caribbean, and you have the climate. You know, it's warm, and it's almost the same thing here, where you know you get that 45-minute shower, downpour, torrential. I mean, this is not, you know, drizzle. This is heavy rain, pouring rain coming down, and then a half hour later, 45 minutes, the sun is out, and you're like, there's no clouds out there.
It's crazy. It's crazy. If you guys could have seen how hard it rained here about an hour ago, I mean, it was unbelievable, coming down in buckets, you know what I mean? And then it just stops, and then, like you said, the sun comes out, and then an hour later it gets dark again, you do it all over again. And it seems like that's continued to happen here every day for, God, I'd say the last 2 weeks. You know, every single day we start out good, and then it goes to shit. So that's that. We, like I said, we're going to be here for about 3 hours. Me and you, really. I mean, we may struggle here. I know we've got Monday Night Raw from last night.
You will never struggle. You know better than that. We'll figure something to have some sort of discussion, and that's a good 45 minutes right there.
Yeah, right. We can get into our TNA versus WWE debate if you want to do that a little bit later on.
It's funny because I was trying to find the clip, and I found it, but it didn't download enough in time to go watch it. So this way I have some sort of material that, watching the show this past Thursday. But unfortunately, again, it didn't finish downloading, but I'm getting a little bit more urgency to watch it, actually, which is a good thing, which is a very good thing, because eventually I'll get into that mentality stage of, recording it every single week religiously and watching it, or at least try to, because I know
you've got those free agents that are out there in Taz, Kennedy, Umaga, RVD is out there as well. You know, I mean, you've got a lot of free agents that I would expect that you would see show up in TNA. They're going to do Mr. Kennedy versus Umaga overseas for the WWC promotion over there.
Yep.
Yeah, Carlos Colon's. Yep. So they're going to do that match. They announced that the other day. We put it up on the website. So we'll get through it. You know what I mean? We had the injury to Edge this past Friday night. We were actually the first to break that before anybody else. Over on WZROnline.com. I got 2 emails. I got 1 email. Matt Boone got the other email. And, we put 2 and 2 together and said, if two people were to email us, and then more emails started coming in the next morning. So we put it up as a rumor, and then we got it confirmed on Saturday that it was an Achilles heel injury, which we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. Yeah, that's going to keep him out of action. Some of them are saying January of 2010. WWE.com said he underwent surgery today. They were supposed to have an update later on this afternoon or this evening, but they didn't have that before we came on the air here tonight. So we've got that. So we'll run down Raw. We'll talk about the Edge injury and whatever else we can dig up. We're going to take your live phone calls as well. The phone number to call is up live, and hour number 2 is 724-444-7444. Call ID number is 30273, followed by the pound key. Once again, 724-444-7444, 30273, followed by the pound key. In hour number 3, we've got UFC 100 coming up this Saturday night. It's without a doubt UFC's biggest show possibly ever, the 100th pay-per-view. So it's a big one. They're going all out. They're doing the Fan Fest. So it's going to be a UFC Fan Expo.
It's funny because the company that's helping produce that Fan Expo, I actually worked for them, and that's Reed Exhibitions. So they were actually
really?
producing the Fan Fest over there for UFC.
Yeah, there are some mega fights on that card. Of course, you guys are all wrestling fans. You probably know by now that the main event is Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir in a rematch from the last bout, in which Lesnar dominated the fight, but Mir got a freak tap out ankle lock